Well. This is DFG in the place to be and giving you that ID. The man from the 571 that's having fun and getting things done. We're going to be talking about different things tonight. First of all, we're going to welcome everybody out there in YouTube land and Facebook Live land. I want to say, hey, how y'all doing? Hopefully y'all had a good week. As for me, I did a couple of things and hung out, came back and is ready to start a new week. Work is going okay. The kids are fine and everything else is good. If you today, what I'm gonna do today is post a join me link in the chat box, whether it's YouTube, and I'll also put a link in on Facebook Live. Today's topic so far is going to be the aftermath of the diddler, Sean Combs, aka the big man who's out there he's going to be in trouble, with a bunch of trouble. But hey, you do the crime, you got to do the time. You do the crime, you got to do the time. And all this is alleged. All of this is alleged. It is not for us to say that he's guilty, but it's hard not to say that because there's a whole lot of evidence, a ton of evidence. Now I'm putting it in the chat for. I'm putting it in the chat for those that are out there in YouTube land. Waiting on my right and left hand, Apple and Chocolate Pearl, to join me. And if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can type them in the box. You can type them in the box, or you can just ask live. So, as far as what's going on with that, big thing is that the other shoe's not dropping, and people have gotten awfully quiet. You haven't heard a peep out of Jay and Bay. You haven't heard anything outside of 50 Cent, really. And then I'm also thinking the Drake against Kendrick Lamar beef is kind of manufactured to kind of distract us from what's going on in the background with all of that stuff. But I can take my tin hat off if you can convince me. Hit me up. If you got a topic you want me to talk about, put it in the box. Also, I'm glad that everybody's here. And let me see who I got on. Let me see who I got on YouTube today.
So far, it's just me, but I'm good. Hopefully, you guys in Facebook land are going to hit me up. Say just keep it, just keeping it 100. But also, it's been like I said, it's been a good day. You see, I'm repping my frat, Kappa Alpha Psi, Gamma Mu chapter, Benedict College, Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, Miss Nikki says hi. Miss Nikki's out down there in Atlanta doing her thing, or in the Atlanta area. When we say Atlanta, we usually think about Fulton, but it's more than that. Anything in the perimeter is considered Atlanta metro, but there are also some things that outside of the perimeter. And if you don't know, not familiar with Atlanta, 285 is basically the perimeter. It circles Atlanta. It's a bypass. And if you're on it, unless you're on it at 2:33 in the morning and not on a Saturday, you're gonna be in a lot of traffic. That is just a fact. That is just a fact. That's just how they roll down there. Well, anyway, join me today on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. Miss Nikki, you have any questions you want to ask me? I guess not. Anybody else out there? Said Apple and Chocolate Pearl. Are y'all going to be here today? Chocolate Pearl did call me earlier and was asking. Okay. She is around, but she's not here. Oh, okay. One thing from Chocolate Pearl is she wants me to cover Vice President Harris dropping the F-bomb. And yeah, what do y'all think about her in the position that she then dropping the F-bomb for everybody to hear? Let me know. Pearl, I put the link to the thing in the chat. So if you want that, come on over. Let me do that one more time. Let me do that one more again. Let's see. Okay. It is moving a little slow, but no. As far as what has Diddy done now, he's been laying low, but there's still roaches with the lights coming out. It is more or less the ramifications of what's about to happen. I think that's why this beef has been pushed up, but that's just my tin hat theory. Yes, the VP does have a right to say, but does that take away from the decorum of her position? That's what I want to know. Was she? I mean, hell, everybody cuss. Everybody cuss. But in the setting she was in, was that appropriate? That's the question. That's the question we got to kind of ask ourselves. Was it appropriate? And oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please comment if possible. It drives the algorithm, and hopefully it helps us gives me to another level. Right now I'm at 6,700 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by June. That's less than a month and a half away. By the end of June, my goal is to have 10,000 subscribers. So if you don't know anybody, send her somebody. Yes, she is going to be judged even if she sneezes. That is 100% true. But she wasn't held at gunpoint to the position. She was, but like I said, I dropped off for a second. Um, what happens when I hit 10,000? I'll just be happy. I'll have a show dedicated to me hitting 10,000. But that's where I, you know, that's what I'm looking at. Trying to get to that next level. But you got to keep the, as much as we want to be, as much as we want to be, how can I put this? As much as we want to be professional, as much as we want to be professional, Miss Nikki, that doesn't mean that means we have to have a certain level of self control in how we present ourselves. Otherwise, it's not going to look good because people will stuff people will hold stuff on you. But you know how that goes. Let me trying to figure this out as we go along. And so, yes, you are right, Miss Nikki. She dropped the F word a couple of days ago. I gotta, if you give me a second, I'm gonna try to find that. I'm gonna try that I'm gonna try to find that. And look who's here. It's the Chocolate Pearl, my favorite girl. She's down there in the 904. And if you want to be smart, she'll bring you some more. What's going on, Chocolate Pearl? Holla at your boy.
Hey, I must have been on a different link or something because I was sitting there waiting at 8:30.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got it. Miss Nikki was asking about when did Vice President Harris drop the F bomb?
I heard it on the news when I got in my car. Um, they didn't, they was going to come back and tell us why, but I thought maybe you knew. That's why I said that would have been a good topic.
No,
But for
no.
the president, the vice president to drop our F bombs, I wonder if she did it because she was mad or just happened to
She
slip
might have
out.
she might have been frustrated, because dealing with them folks up there, they can be frustrating to deal with.
Yeah.
It can be
But tell me
frustrating.
this, she's
Yes.
human. And even though she's the president, is it a certain way that you have to act? Because when the orange puppet was, in office, he said whatever he wanted to say and and do what the heck he wanted to do. So why would her dropping the F bomb be a problem?
Well, it was according to the New York Post, it was streamed by the by the by the White House. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up on screen. Fair use, fair use. Let's stop right there. I'm gonna continue on. But so far, there's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with. I don't see anything wrong with what she was saying about her, what she was doing, and um, that's the hard part about this. Is got I gotta figure that. I gotta figure that out, Miss Nikki. Let me try. Let me start from the beginning. Can you give me a one or two? One you can, two you can. Just I got closed captions on. Can you hear me? A one or two? One yes, two no. Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me, but you can't hear that. Okay, that was pretty interesting. And I'm stop sharing. And the big thing is that in context, she didn't really say too. She didn't say anything that's out the way. She didn't say anything that was out the way. Hi, hey, Miss Kim, just coming to holla at you too. Just saw you up there. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to share, subscribe. But what she said was, if they don't open the door, you got to kick the effing door down. And overall, that I mean, is that she could have said it another way. She could have done different, but she did what she did. And that's not. I don't see a problem with that. How about you, Chocolate Pro? You think you have a problem with her saying stuff
No,
like that?
she's human.
Yes, that's what Miss Nikki said, was that she's human
She,
and
she's
go ahead.
human. And every now and again, I drop the f bomb when I don't when just having conversation and when you're passionate in what you're saying, or if you upset, or if you frustrated. Sometimes foul language come out your mouth.
But does
But we
that
all adults. We heard
yeah,
worse before.
but that's my point. Is that does that mean that it's okay to cuss everybody? Is it okay to cuss like that? Now,
Well, if
people look
you're
up
u-
to
if
her.
you're you
Go ahead.
if you're using like every other word is a foul language, like a couple of our family members how they talk. then yeah, I think it's a problem. But if you're just making a statement and what she's saying to kick the effing door down, meaning that she means use force. That's what why she said the effing. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like that, then no, it's not it shouldn't be a problem. But only problem I think a lot of people might see is that young kids may be watching that.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. So yes, I agree. I agree with that. You know, kids do watch, and we're trying to we
Well, 'cause the
unfortunately
vice president said it, so why can't I?
right. But you know what though? It's, it's coarse languages over the last 30 years have gone up. So how can we not how can we not not expect that, if that makes sense?
Right. And now, foul language is starting to become a regular language.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So looking at, like I said, looking at that and how we react to stuff like that is, are we, like I said, are we really, do we really have any room to say anything? Because
Uh,
she was a
yes
guy.
and no. Yes and
And
no, because there's kids that cuss worse than adults, but we don't want to be a role model to that. You know what I mean?
right.
We don't want to say because we're doing it, um, they can do it, or it's not a big problem. Yeah, I don't want my 5-year old grandson to hear someone cussing, but he is going to hear it. His dad owns a barbershop,
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
he's going to hear it
They talking barbershop
regardless.
at home. Yeah, but he kind of knows not to bring that home because his mom will probably put some
No,
soap.
his dad will, not his mom. But
You know what I
it's
mean?
just the fact that we as parents still have to teach our children that regardless if someone else says it in front of you, doesn't mean that you can say it.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. How about any people out there in computer land, whether it's on Facebook or this other thing, YouTube? Is how your children are you looking at how they react, and what do you expect for them to learn? And I know most of my audience, their children are adults or young adults. How do you feel when they cuss in front of you?
I know when my two youngest started cussing in front of me, I kind of felt a certain kind of way. But they were adults, so I couldn't tell them what to say and what not to say. And sometimes in a conversation like Kamala, in the conversations, you get so passionate in trying to explain what you're talking about that you will throw a couple of F bombs out there or, foul language. Um, I try my hardest to tell them not to do it in front of me, but they are adults.
Yeah,
They
I
are adults.
I agree with you on that. So like I said, it's one of those things that you look at and be like, yeah, it's not something that you should be doing, but like you said, once they reach a certain age, you just like F it.
Right.
It's like F it. It ain't worth the fight. But we wouldn't talk like that to our. I was an adult and wasn't cussing in front of my mother. You know, not to say
Yeah,
I never
I
did, but
didn't cuss in front of mommy either. It's just um I don't and Aunt Pam raised me at a certain point, and I don't cuss in front of her.
Right. Right.
I make sure that I take my time speaking with her, especially when I'm speaking passionate or if I'm upset about stuff. Kim Allen says my oldest daughter uses profanity, but that youngest has started since being in law enforcement. Now, yeah, now I agree with her on that. With somehow
She
when
said
you're
oldest
in
don't.
the military,
Yeah.
huh?
She said her
When
oldest.
you're in the military or you in law enforcement, it tends you tend to adopt that language, whether you started as a young. Dab says no excuses. You tend to adopt that. I don't know if you heard him. He said his
I,
dad was
I,
in law enforcement and he Marine Corps.
if he didn't cuss
He
in the Marine
probably
Corps,
didn't
was
cuss
he
in front of
really?
you, but he probably
Was
cussed on
he?
the
I'm saying, oh, was he really a Marine? I don't know.
right. Yeah, he probably didn't cuss in front of y'all, but he cussed. Trust me, he cussed. But that's what we were saying is you tend when you get into the military or law enforcement or type of situations like that, you tend to adopt that. Yeah, it is a problem when people bring it home. That he's right. He said the problem is when people bring it home, and
Well,
that is
my
right.
saying, yeah, my saying is never bring work home and never bring work home to work because home and work do not mix.
Right. But sometimes you can't help it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. Like I said, when you're talking passionate or you're describing something or you're frustrated, you tend to uh, use profanity. It
Yeah.
just becomes a natural way of talking.
No, I got you. No, I got you.
But Kim Allen did say that she meant to say my oldest
Right. Doesn't.
doesn't, and
Right.
then she says, but she has to check her
That.
youngest.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of course you're gonna check them. You at least give them at least at least you still have to they're able to check themselves, but most of the time you just gotta give them the like. I used to give Randall the side eye. Like, really, we really gonna do this? And Andre, I told him I'm gonna punch you in your chest next time you say something. And they're both adults, but
So you
uh,
say that as they're being adults, or you
no,
said that when they
no,
were
they get the
younger?
when they were younger, and
Oh,
I
okay.
get but I still give Randall a side eye, even though he's an adult, he's married, he's on his own. Well, he and his husband are by themselves, um, but they're living their lives, they're doing their thing, and who am I? And I told him, I said, once he turned 30, I told him, I said, I went from an advisor to not a friend, but an advisor. But you can say what you want because you got your own place. Because I used to always tell him, I said, if you don't like it, you can leave. You know, like,
Exactly.
but then when he
Exactly.
left, I'm like, where you going? Where you going?
Now, I did tend to tell people, look, watch your language, and I did ask my children to make sure that they're not around certain people when they cussing, so they do know how to communicate without always cussing. They're cussing
Yeah,
the privacy of their own home.
I
I
agree with
can't tell them what to say and what to do when they're in their own home or their own business.
Oh no, I definitely agree with that. It's one of those is like it's like so that's what happens. So, you just do what you do and just hopefully you've taught I think you've taught them well enough. I think you've taught them well enough that they're not overboard with it in front of you.
Yeah,
Like a sailor.
right. Now my daughter, she's got to the point where Hers is more frustration. You know, lately for the past year, she's been so stressed out that you know that's second nature to her. It just comes out, and I don't. Sometimes I don't even think she realizes that she's doing it in front of anybody. But
Right.
that's just frustration and aggravation that she's been going through for a whole year. So those things happen. But when you know that you are saying that and that's how you normally talk, to me, it's a problem.
Oh no, I agree. I definitely agree. But yeah, that's we do have issues when we don't talk to our children. A lot of us talk at our children, and then
Right,
in turn they don't want to talk to you because they really don't want to hear your mouth. And then
right.
next thing you know, they get frustrated and they up there cussing because they frustrated, and they hadn't talked to you. So you looking at them like they brand new. But
I was doing that. I'm guilty of that. I did that to my children, and then I was put aside and said, from my children say, look, you don't listen. You talk at us. You don't talk. You talk to us. You talk at us. And when they told me that I was doing that, I stepped back and said, okay, I need to reevaluate how I communicate with my children.
right,
And
and
then
but there's a time to have. There's a time for talking to your children, and when they were younger, you had to talk at them.
right,
You had to talk at them, but it comes up. But one thing we as parents, I'm not gonna say all parents, but as we get older and we realize that we catch ourselves a lot quicker, but when we start to go into that mode to talk at,
right.
because that yeah, that was those that's a what. So you talk to Apple today? Look,
No, I haven't. Oh, I think she's supposed to be going back to the city because her granddaughter is in the hospital. So
oh,
I don't know if that's why
uh,
she might be at the hospital and that's why she's not on today. So everyone out there in media land, please pray for my grandniece
oldest
who
oldest 5 year old, the oldest 5 year old ever,
okay.
the grownest
Actually,
five year
no,
old
she's
ever.
still four. She's still four.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still four, but uh, you smart as a whip, but sometimes she's too smart.
You too smart for her own day and going
For her
good.
own good, yeah, for her own good. But y'all pray for her. She had a relapse, and so she's back in the hospital.
But what do you know what she's in the hospital for?
I think she has oh goodness, don't get me to lying. I forget what it is, but it attacks her body and she swells up.
Oh,
Um, I totally forgot what it was, but it has to do with her kidneys.
oh, she's probably retaining water. She's probably retaining.
She, her whole body swells up.
Yeah,
So,
kidney.
but
Her kidney
y'all,
flow. That's what it is.
y'all pray for her, please.
And those are those things that when your children or grandchildren, in your case, you're in Apple's
Lupus, that's right. She
cancer,
has lupus.
lupus.
That's it.
They diagnosed her that early with lupus. Wow,
Well, that's a child. I mean, as a baby, when she before she was one.
wow. That's first. I'm learning something today, people. I'm learning something. Um, let's talk about another thing you put in there. These colleges and the protests for Gaza. Obviously, our kids and grandkids are not thinking like boomers and older Gen X about that conflict slash gene side with in Gaza,
Right.
and
I was talking to Dabs a couple of days ago as we were watching it on the news. Now he got me watching the news. You know I don't like watching it because there's nothing but bad stuff on it, but he got me watching it. And when I was watching, I noticed that these kids are picketing or protesting at their college as if the college is the one that's in the war.
right,
I
but
don't get it. You're
but
protesting because of what?
here's the thing: they want their organizations to divest from supporting Israel. That's what they want.
Then
You
they
hear,
need to go to those companies and do that. Not
and they also are, but they're protesting where they are, not where they're doing what they're doing their part, and are asking more people are asking that a lot of companies, the Starbucks thing, don't go to Starbucks, don't go to these places because they support Israel, and things of that nature.
oh, okay.
But
Now I
that's
have a better understanding. But I'm like, if my child, I'm being honest with you, if my child went to college and about to graduate after I done put in invested all my funds to for them to get through school, and you decide that you're going to protest, and then they cancel your graduation ceremony, and I can't go. That's my baby. Um, I'm
oh
gonna
yeah.
go upside somebody's head.
So you probably be the one that running up and down the stairs. That's my baby.
That's right. Because guess
Oh,
what? High
and it's
school is
going.
good. High school is a good accomplishment. But if I got to put money into your education, I'm gonna say that's my baby. Yes, sir. I sure am.
Hey, Miss Nikki put most protesters don't even attend the school there, which is
You know
true.
what? You're right, Nikki. You're right.
Which is
Most
true.
protesters do not attend that college.
But that's what happens. They got I and here's my I'm put on my tin hat now again. Um, some of these people do that so they can latch on to a meeting, latch on to a protest, so they get cameras on them. They might not be protesting what the students are protesting, but they are looking at that opportunity to get their cause celebrity to um, partake in, even though it may or may not be good for them. They still do stuff like that, and I'll give you an example with the BLM protests back in 2020. Most BLM protests were relatively peaceful, but there were some agitators, and they usually didn't look like us, that would go and break stuff, and they try to blame us blame the protesters that was doing it, so they can demonize it. But so yes, people gotta when you have a movement, something you believe in, especially when you're young, you have to kind of vet the people around you, because not everybody that's there is going to be there for the purpose that you're there for, and that's the key. But that's a lot of things with that goes on, but we have to look at it from a holistic perspective. How are we? What did we teach our children to stand on what's right, or did we tell them to be comfortable? If you told your child to be comfortable, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, if you told them to be comfortable, you're setting your children up for failure. Not to say go and live the hardest life you can, but understand that if you're feeling comfortable, that means you need to look around, because something's not. There's no growth there's no growth in comfort. Only fat. We don't need to be fat. So, see, I lost my girlish figure because I'm fat. That's another
Well,
story.
I think you can teach your children to stand up for what's right, but you also need to let them know use common sense.
Sense ain't common. You say that about me back growing up.
Yeah, sense is not common, but
You say that.
sometimes you need to try to pull it out a little early in life. Because I remember you used to say to me when it came to common sense, we used to say to a lot of folk, and I still use this today because it's true. Um, Common sense is everybody do not get a common sense until they get to a certain age, and you said till they get to 30. Once they turn 30, common sense kicks in. And I noticed that with my children. My daughter is not 30 yet, but them boys, when they turn 30, they common sense kicked in.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
It
much.
kicked in once they turned 30. It was like, oop, the light switch. Oh, that's what that is. Common sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you're right. Common sense is not always common, but I do tell my children to, use some type of common sense. Think about this stuff before you do it. You want to stand up for your right, but stand up to where you can still benefit from it, or you won't get in trouble.
Yes. Yes. I agree. Definitely agree with that. But if you really think about it, if you really think about it, a lot of times we know our parents, we do know, but we don't always want to admit it. We know stuff and we don't want to admit it. And that's why I used to tell your sons about that. And when they used to complain to me about you, like, no, your mother's right. You just don't want to hear it. But now, see, but now they actually they probably under their breath say, yeah, she was right. She was right.
Well, you know what? The oldest one, he has said that a few things I was right on. Now that he's an adult,
Mm-hmm.
the youngest son, he's he knows I'm right, but like you said, he still don't want me to know that.
Exactly.
So, but I'm noticing that the things that I taught him, he's teaching that to his children, or he's installing that into his wife. You know what I mean? Certain things that she didn't learn that he learned. And he is relaying it to her and putting it in her spirit, as I would say.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. That's what's up though. We look at those things and we try to be a good example. And sometimes, most of the time, they do listen. They act like they don't, but but what makes me proud is when I see them exercising what I've taught them.
They hear you. They just it goes. Some people say it goes through one ear and come out the other. No, it goes into that one ear. It stays in the back of their brain until it's really time for it to come out.
Right.
Found one. Yeah, like Dad say, they file it away in that cabinet, that brain cabinet, and then when it's time, it'll come back out. That file cabinet will be so full that he's gonna have to clean it out, and
Yep.
that's what happens.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it on the background? Could you hear what was in my background? But anyway, no, you're right. You're right. We do things. We do things to kind of hopefully they take the good stuff and not the bad stuff. Not like our parents smoking them squares, talking about don't you be smoking. Like, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? But yeah, it is funny sometimes how we look at how we grew up and the way our lives have been and the way our lives have been. But overall, it's not too bad. Colleges, I think my son learned a lot in college, and my youngest son said he wasn't going to college and he went to trade school. But hey, I ain't mad at him. He still. I told them. I told them what I said. what I want you to be is a productive person, a productive citizen, meaning that you do your best, be the best person you can be, and everybody else will just have to live with it. We're not always perfect, but we try our best, and we try to be that role model and teacher and mentor and coach to them, so that they're not acting a fool, and we're bailing them out of jail, or got to put money on their books, or worst case scenario, you know, they go before we do for unforeseen for not unforeseen, but things that could have been avoided, if you know what I mean. But that's are you still there, Pearl? I can't even see you now.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, just making sure. I ain't want to be talking to myself, even though I'm talking to my audience. So another thing that's going on is, what do you it's prom season. It is prom season, and we done seen.
OMG.
Yeah, I'm gonna oh, just give me a second. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna play a little game, people out there in YouTube land and in Facebook land. I'm just putting it something in the Google so I can find this search. Mm, let's see. I'm gonna put. Oh, let me do this. Hold on. Some of this stuff is not bad. Some of this stuff is not bad, but some of this stuff. Okay, let me do this. The Atlanta Black Star had a article called "Is Black Prom Culture Becoming Too Extravagant? Are people just doing too much when it comes to prom and how their kids look?" And I'm looking for a picture I want to put up, because there was one I saw today on IG that was like, I was just like, what the. My daughter would not have left the house like that. Now most of these are nice though.
They starting to get a little better, but the ratchetness of proms nowadays is just ridiculous. Dabs had DJ at a Christian prom, and the dresses were very, very nice. It wasn't nobody out of the ordinary. Some people even wore pants. Females wore, a pants outfit type thing. So it wasn't that bad. I didn't get
Okay,
to see any other ones other than on Facebook.
all right. You see the bigger picture in there. Out there in YouTube land. And one is that, if this prom dress to your right is appropriate. Two, if it's not. I say yes. Both of them are dressed appropriately for a prom. I mean, I'm not feeling the tattoo on her neck, or the henna tattoo on her neck, but hey, I'm old. You gotta forgive me for that one. One appropriate for this one right here. One appropriate. Two not appropriate.
I
Okay.
say appropriate.
Okay.
That one is the one with the car is beautiful in the gray. That's beautiful.
This one
That's
right here.
beautiful. And gorgeous.
One
She's fully
appropriate. Two
covered.
unappropriate.
She's appropriately covered.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for Okay, this one, that one, I'm kind of on the fence about because that's split. I
No,
mean,
I still think that one is appropriate because it's still covering her.
yeah, but her leg all sticking out like that. She ain't running track.
When she's walking, it's not gonna stick out like that. And she just did that for the pose, so you can actually see the effects of the dress.
And
It's when you only have a piece of cloth around your lady parts, and then everything else is see through. That's extremely inappropriate.
here's one that had inappropriate prom dresses. This is an old one.
Oh yeah, see like that. That's just inappropriate.
Okay, team. One or two for the lady to the left.
Yeah,
Appropriate.
inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Okay. How about this little harder?
Inappropriate. Kim and Nikki it was on point, boy. I tell you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, she's
Ready.
pregnant.
Yeah.
You supposed to miss your prom, sister.
How about that? I
That
mean,
just look
it's
ugly. That's just
yeah,
ugly.
yeah. I'm about to say it's yeah, and that was for eighth grade prom.
But she's still covered though. It's just an ugly dress. Huh?
Oh, oh no, no,
That's
no.
just ugly. It's not necessarily inappropriate. It's just ugly.
I would if that was my if those was my sons, that was my son wearing that. Like, nah, son, nah. You are not you're not taking your behind outside like that.
Kim said, "No, ma'am."
I said, you know, I mean, they gotta,
What the heck?
yeah, yeah. So you see, ain't
If
just
your
like,
boobies are too big for a handkerchief, you shouldn't wear it.
yeah, it look like they about to fall out. Them puppies trying to,
Completely out. See, that's what I'm
uh,
talking about. Dress like that. Just covering up your lady parts is inappropriate.
yeah. But
Oh,
people still wear that stuff. Now that's not bad. It's
It's just ugly.
yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm hating on them
Three if
dresses.
it's
Is not hate.
okay. One if it's appropriate. Two if it's inappropriate. Three if it's just plain tacky.
Three. Three.
Let's see. There's a couple. This one. Oh, I like this one.
Okay, this really
That's a nice theme.
it's not that bad. She's still fully covered.
So y'all
Kim
y'all
said
think?
three.
Yeah, I'm saying
Kim
is
said three.
that tacky? Is it tacky? I'm thinking it's clever because I would. I mean, I'm not man enough to wear it, but I can wear that. I mean, I can see that more on the person side. Hey, oh, that's cute. Nah, this is that. Now those are
Oh my
tacky.
gosh.
what
that's
the heck is
that,
that?
that's
Three
tacky.
across the board.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, why these girls wearing that? Look what I mean. Is that a prom dress or is she going to the pool?
That's a washcloth.
How about this
I
one?
don't know how these parents allow these kids to go out there. And you taking pictures of that too? They don't what? They don't let them.
Hey, for the girlfriend.
Now that's tacky to the like fifth power. That is that is definitely that is
Him said, "Go back to the house," and one of these things on here.
yeah, probably that one.
Huh?
And this one, this in this one, too much back is out. I'm telling my age because from the front it looks okay, but the back, I don't know.
What happened to trying to look elegant, not ratchet?
Yeah, here's one. That's ugly.
I don't get it.
That's ugly.
What the heck? She got her
That
grandmama prom dress on.
I don't know. She looked like she robbed Barney.
So Barney.
Yeah, like she got Barney.
Wow.
Now, my 17-year-old daughter would not wear anything even close to that.
Like Kim said earlier, go back to the house.
Go back to the house. She wouldn't even leave the house. I'd be like, look,
When I got out the house.
you ain't going out of my house. Like you can go, but you better not come back.
Nika said, "My money would not be used on these ugly dresses."
Oh yeah, definitely. Now
Amen.
you know these are future Trump voters.
Yeah, these are Trump voters.
Oh God.
Trump voters.
Oh gosh, here's some prom suits.
Oh my God.
Oh jeez. Please, guys.
They must have had an ugly suit. They must have had a ugly suit contest.
They had to,
Get off
and they
food.
all won.
Get off food. They'll
Look
go
at
together.
Oh my
look look
God.
at look at
The
it
reading
look like
rainbow.
the Infinity Stones.
Go get it.
Oh, the Infinity Stones.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Now that was creative though.
creative, but creative ain't always cute. Yeah, this is very creative, but I'm like, no, dude look like under the sea, and he needs to get the '80s called. He need his haircut back. He need the haircut back. That's how that's how Tyson used to cut his part.
That's terrible.
But we have like I said, there's just different things that, and that one it is not only is it tacky, it's too revealing. Now
Yeah.
if you're
It's a
20,
bathing suit with a wrap.
yeah, 22, 23, you're an adult, you want to do that? I mean, I can't stop you, but yeah,
What
nah,
the heck?
it's a Barbie
I'm about to
theme.
say, is that a Barbie scene?
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Now, come on
I'm
now.
telling you, it's got to be like I think prom nowadays is like the mega gala.
Yeah, but
The Met Gala, excuse me.
she looked like an extra for Avatar.
Yeah, she does. But you know how the Met Gala, everybody has to come in something extreme.
Yeah, looking like the Hunger Games, the Met Gala. Yeah,
Yeah. And he said the Hunger Games at the Met Gala. That's what I think nowadays these kids are considering the prom is similar to the Met Gala. Who comes up with the craziest or the most uh,
now
authentic, I guess that's what you
I'm
want
saying
to
though,
say.
you can't tell me she don't look like she about to hit the pole.
Oh yeah. No, she looked like she just got off the pole.
Yeah, that wasn't a prom. That was a stripper ball.
The stripper ball.
Here we got chlamydia about to hit the pole.
You said chlamydia.
Oh, jeez.
He
Next
said,
thing,
no, he had chlamydia. Oh my goodness.
and then she danced at the Nasty Kitty.
At the Nasty Kitty. Yeah, she looked like she extra at the P Valley.
Now that's
Wait,
Rihanna.
wait. Hold up. Stop the music. Stop the music. This is a prom dress?
No, but the issue with this is Rihanna, who is an adult woman. She can wear what she wants. The issue is that people will look at it. Some young girl will look at it and want it to be a prom.
And think that that's okay. Yeah.
Thinks it inappropriate. Well, Riri wears it. Yeah, but Riri's a billionaire. She can do that. Oh, somebody.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it because that's still called nudity.
Don't do that.
I
This is
had
a,
I went to a couple of events and my dress was see-through. However, because it was see-through, I still wore something underneath it to where I'm not showing any of my lady parts.
now look at Beyonce almost 10 years ago, right?
Right.
Blue about to go in it's in middle school. And would you think Beyonce let her daughter wear that to a prom?
Be honest with you, no. And the reason why I say that, if you look at any of her concerts and her dancers are dressed basically half naked, but her daughter is fully covered. Fully.
Hey, isn't that your cousin?
Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
She covered. She's definitely covered. With
You
what?
know?
I don't know.
Who created that? Who decided
And
that was fashion?
What do you got on his head?
that's a hoodie.
He got a
You got a
hood.
bra?
She got a half bra. It looked like a baby hat. You know the hats that babies wear when they newborn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
That's
bonnet.
what it looked like, but it's probably not. And this is, oh gosh. Yeah, no, try again. Maybe you can try again. Let's see. Here's a bat. Wow.
Yeah. I think that prom nowadays is a fashion show. And now it's starting to become
You know what
who can
though?
come up with the most creative outfit, whether it's ugly or not.
You see that suit? I'd rock
That's
that,
back in the 70s.
but I'd rock that though.
Okay.
You would rock that.
Yeah, I'd rock that.
You in your pink suit. I
What
can
is
see
it?
you doing that.
Sadie Hawkins dance?
I don't know, but I like that suit though. Call me tacky, whatever.
I know you would wear that. You would wear that to
I
a
would.
frat function, wouldn't you?
I'm
Hell
wearing
yeah.
sporty too.
Hell yeah.
Not with me, you won't. Dab said he was sported as well,
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it,
but
really.
not with me. He won't. I will cut it
Just
off for him.
yeah. Another 70s joint. Now that's a real 70s joint. Come on now.
Oh wow.
You can't tell you rock them bell bottoms.
Wow.
Kim, you gonna give that to Dr. Feelgood for Father's Day?
Yeah, I take it. I take it.
Oh my gosh. What is that on there? What is that on her dress?
It looks like Mario mushrooms.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh wee.
Are you getting that suit for Father's Day from
Yeah,
Kim?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'll rock the hell out of it. Don't act like I won't wear it, especially if
You
it's
and
my
you and Dabs will go down the street together with that suit on.
yeah. And we'd have to beat them off with a stick. They'd be like, look at all that confidence. Look at all that confidence, because that's what you need to wear something like that. It ain't the '70s.
Yeah, that's how you get away with it if you got confidence when you got it on.
Hmm.
That's the underrated about what nobody said.
Hmm.
Come on now. Dude look like a I was gonna say a European golf man hooker.
A golf. Oh my gosh. But she fully covered though.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's
talking about
all
the
I'm
guy. I'm not
I
the
know.
woman. The young
It looked
lady
like a
looks
golf.
okay.
No,
Oh,
it's a
God.
regular. It's a golf situation.
Yeah, dude look like
The commercial,
his name is Serge.
I don't think we're understanding that. But it's still usable. They come out with the same thing.
That's not a senator.
But we are coming up on the end of DFG's Corner Emporium, and I don't know
Yeah,
about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I had a blast.
I did, especially with them prom. That
This was
prom was.
Sometimes, well, but
and I always say on my show, you never you never know what we're gonna be talking about, because 9 times out of 10, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna be talking about. I I got to get better. I got to get better, because like I said, once we blow up, I'm putting you on. So
Yeah.
you are
Um,
that.
Dabs created another commercial for me, but I forgot to remind him to send it to me so I can send it to you. So
Okay.
I'll send it to you possibly, if not tonight, tomorrow. And that way you can run it next week.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not gonna run your old commercial because you said no.
Thank you.
And
This is not going on.
ladies and gents, this ends another successful show for DFG Corner Emporium. Join me, my sister from the same mister, the chocolate pearl, my favorite girl, and Apple, who's sweet as snap, but she ain't here, so I'm gonna give her that crapple. Y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.